Hi Krishna,
Hi.
we're in Dublin. What's it like being vegan in Dublin?
Yeah, it's pretty good now. There's a lot more kind of information about it now, I think, than there would have been a few years ago, and even places like shopping centres and stuff like Lidl and Aldi will actually like mark their stuff even sometimes vegan now, even not just vegetarian. So it's definitely there's a lot more kind of information out there about veganism as well. There's Facebook pages like Dublin Vegan, where you can ask other vegans when you say you've just gone vegan, where you can ask other vegans. This is very helpful, so it's not too hard to be vegan. And there's a lot of vegan-friendly restaurants, like vegetarian ones, that have a lot of vegan options. There's not too many pure vegan restaurants yet, but there's been a few kind of pop-up ventures, and so hopefully in the future there will be more pure vegan restaurants and stuff.
What's your day job?
I have a degree in music, so I teach music lessons and the guitar generally. So yeah, I've been doing that for like nearly a year. So yeah, just kind of I enjoy doing that, but I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to stay doing or not. So we'll see.
What would your dream job be?
What I'd love to do would be to actually cook vegan food and like travel with a stall or like even like a van or something, and just to sell it like that, and you know even like kind of travel around the world doing that. I'd love to do something like that, just kind of getting by like that, but I enjoy that.
Do you think there's a demand for that at the moment?
I do think that there is, like I think that there's a demand for maybe cheaper vegan food. I think people really there's like a stigma about veganism, that if there's ever any vegan food, it's like expensive, like more expensive than somewhere else. And I don't think that has to be the case, because I know that it's quite easy to make vegan food that's not expensive. So I think that there's quite a demand for reasonably priced vegan food.
What do you think about like vegan outreach? What do you think is the best way to promote veganism?
I think through example of like kindness. I think if you come across yourself as a kind person and compassionate, I think that it's the biggest way to influence people, rather than just like attacking people individually. I think it's good. I think there is a place for strong speaking and really pointing out what's happening, but I think people will definitely warm to someone if they see it in action, that someone who's vegan and kind to animals, it shows that they're a kind person. And I think that does rub off on people. Like for example, like someone like Tom Regan, I've seen him like on a TV show. It was actually in Ireland on the Late Show, and he really disarmed people in the audience because he was really gentle in his deliverance of what he was talking about, and not judgmental, but still strong. And even people in the audience, there was like someone who was a farmer even involved in like the pig industry, and he said he was a bit disarmed by the guy's approach to it, because he had felt that he was going to be attacking everyone, and he actually said the guy had made good arguments. So even to someone who was like probably dead set against veganism, was even slightly more open towards that approach, I think, because it's just presenting the facts and the opinions in a gentle way, and even from an understanding that Tom Regan was even from the understanding that he wasn't vegan all his life, that he made the change. So it's like understanding that there's people also that haven't changed yet, but he affords them that kind of respect, that it's not really fair to judge someone for something that you used to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I think.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
What do you think about like vegan celebrities?
I think that there's probably lots of different approaches to trying to get the message out there, but I do think that while it's still good to get a message across of veganism through someone who's famous, I think that it can depend on the motives of the celebrity, or what they're actually trying to present. Because if it's just like a fad, like someone who's a celebrity who's just gone a vegan diet for a short time, it can kind of misrepresent veganism in a way that all veganism is diet and like a way to get thin, and it's not really. It kind of maybe can slightly water down the message of animal cruelty or the ethics behind veganism, and it can just have a misrepresent the movement.
Yeah.
I think. So, but I don't know how harmful that is, or if people anyway will work it out for themselves, because maybe even someone who did start on veganism just for trivial reasons, maybe actually that later on they could then find it easier to change over for ethical reasons. Maybe it's still not even a bad thing. I don't know if it actually would harm it, because I think anyone that genuinely wants to become vegan for ethical reasons, I don't think that message can be watered down anyway.
So what did your family and friends think when you turned vegan?
Yeah, actually it was actually fine, because I grew up Hare Krishna. I'm not religious anymore, but my upbringing was very Hare Krishna, like, and that they're vegetarian. So a lot of my friends would be vegetarian, and my parents were vegetarian. My parents actually went vegan as well, so that was quite easy actually, the transition with them and stuff. But there is some, like, within the Hare Krishnas, so I still have friends who would still call themselves Hare Krishnas even though I don't. And I think that because it's kind of a religious thing, even though it is connected to animal rights, the reason for being vegetarian, I think that it can also get people stuck on vegetarianism, because they kind of get comfortable in that, as in, oh well, it's okay according to the Hare Krishna scriptures to be just vegetarian, you don't have to be vegan. So it can kind of actually get you, I think, entrenched a bit in a position, and not looking for outside influences and looking up the information. So yeah, I think that the Hare Krishnas probably did set my parents on thinking about animal rights in the first place, and that's why they raised me vegetarian. So that was like in the long run good for going vegan, but I think that it can also get people stuck too, so it can be kind of a two-way thing. It can start you off on animal rights, but it can also get you stuck on vegetarianism.
Yeah. So how did you manage to get unstuck from vegetarianism?
I think that I just really started viewing religions as a little bit dogmatic, kind of just following things because the scripture says so. And so I actually started to kind of doubt everything anyway that was in the religion, because I didn't agree with a lot of it anyway, even other aspects of the religion. So I didn't feel like my decisions needed to be influenced by what the religion said. So then just made sense when I learned about the dairy industry. It's just they can't really argue with the cruelty that goes on there, and so it just seemed an obvious decision to make to go vegan.
Do you have any tips for people that want to go vegan?
Yeah, I think that try to meet other vegans, because it can or join the Facebook pages and stuff that are vegan, because it can actually help a lot, because you see what they eat, and vegans are always happy to share what they know about where to go and how to eat. Because I think that if you just kind of isolate yourself, it can maybe probably seem a bit daunting, because you're not used to the food, and it's like, well, what do I eat? So I think that kind of meeting other vegans, and just the internet as well. There's a lot of stuff out there, like recipes to eat and stuff, and then just I actually think that it can actually enhance as well the food you're eating, because I think that when you have to there's a lot more variety actually when you go into eating that way, because it's not just kind of the same stuff all the time that you get used to with dairy or something, just put cheese on everything. And I think actually it probably helps with trying a lot of flavors. I've found since I went vegan I've probably actually been more experimental with flavors, and actually probably the food I eat now is probably more tasty than before I was vegan.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much, Amanda.